caught up in the criminal mindset. And so the team put on a great event on Saturday, and a lot of people were touched. We had over 55 kids that signed up on Saturday, and some more even after that. And so our goal is that the whole hood will sign up. And we're trying to reach a capacity to where we can serve over 400 or 500 kids at a time. But it's going to take a lot of volunteer power. It's going to take some coaching. And we've had meetings. Not everybody can work out to be coaches. So we're going to have an interview process because we don't want everybody working with our kids. They can serve water bottles and stuff at sporting events. They're not working with the kids directly. So we have a filter process set up for that so we can protect the kids. And we'll tell y'all more about that as we move forward. But we're going to look at cranking this up mid-March to start out with some flag football and some cheerleading, and then to work our way through track and some other stuff too. We're trying to go low-cost sports first because contact football takes a lot of money and resources. We're going to work our way to that. And we're setting up right now a 501c3 so we can take in donations and we can raise some money to take care of our kids. One thing we don't want to be burdened with is our kids not having and missing out because they don't have. But we're a community, so we have, they have. There's God on the cattle on 1,000 hills, and Steph has a wallet about that big, and so I didn't say it was full enough. I just said it had a wallet that big.
Full of overgrown credit cards.
But since Brian working the camera, the new building that we have, we're trying to put together an event to where all of us can participate. And right now, it's looking like the Civil Rights Museum is opening back up around the 1st of April, April 4th. They're gonna have a march, and they're gonna have where you can come in and see, some of the exhibits. We want to take this crew right here to go hold up some signs. I still got an old I'm a man sign, and we're gonna make some I'm a woman too, so y'all won't be left out. But we want to march. We want to go explore, because one thing we talk about as a leadership team is we have to know our own history. You can't know your future unless you know your history. And so we want to look at some of those things that specifically happened, and we can enter into some contests, write some essays. There's all kind of ways you can raise money. There's grants and stuff out there. So we want to get actively involved in raising the money. We want y'all to understand that we have a panel of people, and no money will be abused. Everything will be transparent. You want to see anything, it's available. That's how I operate. When I was at Streets, I ran a $1.6 million budget, and not one penny was ever misused. So y'all have that accountability in place with the team that we have. Miss Tracy, she's so anal with stuff. She's not gonna let you get away with anything. So it's good to have strong people on board, and I really appreciate everything. So we're gonna we have a little time when we meet in March. We have all the particular details about the March and April, and so we're gonna have our T-shirts on. And let me tell y'all something. We misprinted the T-shirts. All right, and I'm gonna explain to you why. The name of the group is South Memphis Coalition. But y'all know we're in 38126, so that's kind of hard. So I think there was some confusion when we put that on there. But we're going to expand this thing all the way out. We're going to start here at 38126, but we're going all the way across Parkway and all the way down to the state line if we have to. Y'all know Westwood is considered South Memphis, right?
Yep.
That's the most southern part of South Memphis. And I'm talking to some people that deal out there all the time. So, but yeah, it's South Memphis Coalition, SMC. And all our sports team will be the SMC Warriors, from the small ones all the way up. And our colors are green, gold, and white, which we adopted from Booker T. Washington High School. Now, we got some carver grass and stuff like that. We can get some,
She got her T-shirt on.
Hey, you got a green and gold on, so you good. It's in the blood.
I can see that.
That's right.
Right.
But look, we're going over there, though. We're going to do some stuff over there, too, so we really appreciate y'all understanding. But Steph put his stamp on that. We the Warriors, so you can just look at it like we the Golden State Warriors if you want to. But so yeah, that'll be it on that. All the new business. The fourth thing I wanted to talk about was violence in the community. It's getting out of hand, and we have to take a stand. If it's us, having a sit-in. Going on 4th and Vance, let them know, look, this is our corner. I'm willing to do it. If you all in, you all in. I know everybody's not going to be to that level, but it's coming to a point now. If we don't stand up, nobody's gonna stand up. We got 14, 15-year-olds taking gunshot wounds to the head, to the chest. That could easily be your son or daughter. And so until we get that message across, it's gonna continue to happen. Because for some reason, these kids are having access to a lot of weapons and a lot of money. They're on Facebook with $200,000-$300,000. I need something. I have to pay for my house. They flashing on Facebook. But it's coming from robberies. And I want y'all to understand something. If a little kid, you know, looking like one of these babies walk up to you with a gun in his hand, you're gonna laugh at him. But if he's strong enough to pull that trigger, he's got your life in his hands. And he wants what you've been working hard for. If you don't give it to him, he will shoot you. We got to change that mindset some kind of way. It starts at home. We got to get the parents here, because the parents have to start getting their kids' business. If you got a 357 on your pillow, your mama washing your sheets, she ought to see that 357 on that pillow. But you can't be afraid to go look. And so these are some of the things that we're working on. If you're going to start with the community, it takes the whole community. It takes the village. And so you got guys on Facebook with more guns than the police. And they not afraid to shoot them. Me and Vic ran across the kid that got killed the other day. We ran across him and his homeboy not too long ago, and all of them had assault weapons. They just came from doing some crazy stuff, had big bank rolls. And sad to say, if you live by it, you die by it. You can have all the visuals and all the stuff you want to, but if you live by it, you die by it. So what we have to do is train these kids on a different way of life, a different way of living. And so whatever ideas y'all have, don't be afraid to put them out there, and we're gonna stand behind you and we're gonna run with it. But we have to do something to take back our community from these guns and these violence. James, I know you see a lot because you're out there all the time. You know, James has his own organization. What we want to do, we want to collaborate. He don't need to be doing what he do over there and we over here and they over there. No, it's one community. Let's pull the resources together because we can pack a mighty blow. I know y'all heard me say this before. If you got an open hand, it's easy for you to break these fingers off. But if you ball it up, we can pack a mighty blow. Let's ball it up. You ball it up by collaborating, putting this stuff together. So we really appreciate you being here, brother. We take your words and we really lean on your words for what they truly are. You know what I'm saying? And we want to collaborate with you. You part of us and we're part of you. Ain't no us and them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be about. So I done talked too much. I'm gonna open the floor now to hear any suggestions about the march, the violence, the tutoring in the school. We have an enroll now where we can do mentoring and tutoring at BTW. Vance is coming over to BTW, so we have two schools in one. So we're looking like the U.S. Army, we're looking for a few good men and women. But you might have some on your background that you might question about. Let us know, and we can figure out how to work that through. As long as not nothing sexual on the kid, we probably can get you through. They got me through, so we'll be all right. But yeah, we're doing that. So if you got time, you know, during the day to come to the mentor, let us know and we'll get you plugged into. We have clubs once a month at the school with girls and guys. We've done our first club, and so we're just looking for more participants to get actively involved in what we're doing at the schools. We don't want every time we show up at the school is an altercation. We want to show up to help, aid and assist. All right, so the floor is open.